anchor that outside elbow. Good. So you, with a horse like him, he can be a little light, like he's very refined in his neck, and he doesn't really relax through his back early on. He takes a long time to relax through his back, and he kind of fakes it in the contact. So you want to be very consistent with where your elbow is. You want to think of a really present connection from your elbow to the corner of his mouth. Good. And ride and leg. Good. Better. And then turn and do a leg yield. So basically on a horse with a finer, that kind of refined neck where they try and fake it, you actually want to be more present with your contact and his mouth, because he's not going to give it to you, so you have to give it to him. There you go. Better. Really let him feel your elbow to the corners of his mouth, and put your leg on. Better. Good girl. Come forward. Good. And walk. So why am I telling you that I want you to feel your elbow to the corners of his mouth instead of your hand to the corners of his mouth?
So I keep my elbow like soft and fluid, and I don't just hold with him.
Yeah, and it's really easy, like with him, where he kind of he puts his head down, but he's not really connected until you get him more relaxed in his top line. It's if your hand is too rigid, if your elbow is too rigid, then the contact's gonna bounce a bit, and that's really gonna annoy a horse like him. So you kind of have to think of your whole arm being like an elastic asparagus rubber band, and that your whole arm has a little bit of play, especially your elbow. And so I think of that, I say the elbow because I'm thinking of that straight line from your elbow to his mouth, but that it can just absorb any bobble that's in the rein, and you quietly absorbing that is actually going to make him more confident in your contact, and then he's going to relax more in his back. Bring the shoulder square to the front of the Cavalletti. You could have done that turn a little better. We'll do it next time better. Yep, yep, yep. So in both directions, Lila, you're losing the shoulder in the turn a bit. So just a touch of a counter flexion. Do a circle. And I want, when you come around next time, just a touch of a flexion right, and then I want you to use your right thigh. Use your right thigh in this turn. There you go. Good. Better. Okay. Yes, he had his head up a bit more, but you had him more square to the face of the Cavalletti. Circle. So now he's got his shoulder dropping in. Yeah. Yep. So just do a circle, and I want you to get the shoulder where you need it, because that's going to affect everything. Get the shoulder where you need it. Get the shoulder, do a circle again. Get the shoulder where, that's better. So not too much left neck bend, not too much right bulge. Yes. Good. Good boy. There. Good. You got it. You got it. Yes. And there was one more.